Paw Paw here. Hey, you know I got a good one for you today. Right in front of me, we got 2 Cowboy Ribeyes we doing out on the pit today. So don't go nowhere. This is Uncle Paw Paw's Kitchen. Alright, welcome back, fam. So like I said, we're doing 2 Cowboy Ribeyes today. And you know, they also go by another name on tomahawk because of the rib bone. So it's basically just a ribeye steak, just still has the rib bones, which the name of ribeye. So, but as you can see, these are a couple of 3-pounders. Nice, beautiful marbling right in here. See all that marbling, all those striations. It's beautiful. All right, so what we're gonna do today, we're gonna smoke them both on the pit on some post oak around 275, 295. And then, you know, in the pit, there's right there where the smoke comes out, it's the hottest. So we're going to use that hot part first to get a little sear action, and then we'll slide them back to let the smoke finish them out. Now, 2 ways. So over here on my left is we have basically my all-purpose seasoning. Just salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder right here. But with that, we have some beef base, liquid beef base, and some squeezed butter. So I mix those up, and we're going to spread that on the steak, which act as a binder, and then we'll add our all-purpose seasoning. Now for the other one is typically what I do with my steak. But what I usually do with my steaks is butter and oil. So here I have just some squeezed butter and some olive oil. Mix that up, and that will act as a binder on the other ribeye. And we're going to use my Uncle Paw Paw's steak seasoning. Other than, you know, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. One of the things that I do have in my steak seasoning is powdered butter. So just a little tip, but anybody know, come over, you get steak with me. It's got olive oil and butter. That's what I based it with, and I put my steak seasoning on there, and that's how I cook it, whether it's on the pit, on the grill, or I'm doing it inside on the indoor grill. That's typically how I do my steaks. It's more traditional what I do, and then this is what I do at times just to add a little different flavor. So we're going to do them both today and see how they turn out. All right, so let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get this olive oil and butter mixed. I'm just going to rub that all over. Just get that bone. And season on, but get a good shake. You ever notice that when people season, we put our hands up like it's going to stop it from not falling off the meat, but we don't put it here, we back here. Just something I just thought of. And even when I'm seasoning the other side, I still have my hand on this side. Just something. All right, pat that in. Down here, get this bone. All right. mix on. And this liquid beef base here, I get mine at Sam's when I'm in a pinch. Other than that, I kind of order online. You can get it at Amazon. They have that also. That's where I also get my pork base from as well. So mix that up. This is just 2 teaspoons of each, butter and beef base. Just adds a rich flavor. Of course, the beef flavor. It's going to darken it up as well. That bone. All right, now it's time to season. Mix. All right, so pat that in. Now what we're gonna do is, I always said before, when you're doing steak or beef, you want to let it come to room temperature. That way, you know, it gets even cooked, no little cold spots where it doesn't really cook that as evenly as the rest of the meat. So we're gonna let these hang out, go outside and get the pit going. Remember, we're using post oak. We're gonna run it about 275 to 295. I'll see you outside. All right, fam. Get a little sip of that old sweet tea, old southern sweet tea. All right, fam, we outside. Got it purring. You see the smoke coming out. You see the white. It's hot in here. So the entire pit is running about 400, but that's right here in the center where I cook a lot of the meat. We're gonna go ahead and spray it. And we're gonna cook the meat still in the center, but remember what I said is we're gonna use this portion right here. That's about 600 degrees right here. Real hot. So what we wanna do is we wanna get a sear. We're gonna do about 2.5 to 3 minutes each side, just get that sear. 2.5 minutes, and we kind of turn it to get those crisscross marks, and then flip it. All right, so like I said, we're gonna let these go 2.5 to 3 minutes. Spin it another 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then flip and do the same thing, and then we'll slide it back towards the middle, and then we'll let it finish cooking. But I'm also I'm gonna put in my thermometer just to keep track of the temperature, so I don't want it to get too hot. Well, we're gonna cook it around a medium, which will be about 130 degrees. Where we'll take it off, and then we'll let it rest for about 15 minutes. It should hit up to like 135, and then it'll die back down. But once it hit that 135, be a medium, and then we'll go ahead and get our heat on. All right, so 2.5 minutes, and we do the spin. All right, let's go ahead and get our turn on. Right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get the little flip. You can hear that sizzle, and you know it's hot. Like I said, in my smoke box, I have the wood pushed closer to the chamber, and you can see the flames are just coming out of there too. So it's getting a little char action as well. But again, like I said, 2.5 minutes, we'll spin, another 2.5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and move it back, and we'll really start to smoke it. All right, woo-hoo-hoo. That's what I love. Spin it. All right, man, ready to pull it back. some nice char, nice grill marks. It is hot in my hand. Again, nice grill marks and char. Gonna pull it back. Now, what I kind of do here is gonna sit back. We're gonna slide the fire back, let it go all the way down to 275. But I like to put a little butter, more butter. This is put it on that bone too. Just to add a little richness and a little moisture. Now this one here, I can tell because the bone is dark over here, so that's the one with the beef base, and we use the all-purpose on. So on this one here, just gonna add just a little kiss of rub on top. All right, last thing is we're just gonna turn it on, slide it in about halfway, push it up where I can see where it's going, where it's at. And I'm just gonna put the temp at 130. Is what we're looking for. All right, so we'll let that hang out. I'll come back out here in about 30 minutes to see where we're at. When we get around 120, I'll take it out and go ahead and flip them. Put butter on the other side, hit it with a little kiss of rub, and we'll be good to go. All right, fam. Ooh. Smoke out. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get our flip on. That is beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Let it cool down for me to touch. Back in there. All right. So, same thing. We'll go ahead and put some butter on this side. That bone. Another advice you can do is you can take a pan, you can put these on the top rack, put a pan down here and let it cook, and as the juices drip, it'll drip into that pan with the butter, the garlic, the thyme, sage, and then you can just baste it that way. It's another trick you can do. So we're just gonna kiss it like that. Like I said, it's sitting at about 120, and we'll go ahead and check it when it goes off. I'll make sure it is sitting at 130, both up. All right. All right, so we'll let it finish out. And when it hits 130, we'll take them off. All right, fam. Hear my alarm going off. Turn that off. Let's go ahead and open it up and let's give it a little check. Check this one back here. Alright. Registering 131.4. Yeah. 132.3. All right. So what we do now is go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and take them off. Take them off. Take them inside. I'm gonna let them rest for 30 minutes before we even cut into them. Just let them sit there and rest. Let the meat tighten back up just a tad bit. Let those juices get back up around in the steak, and then we'll go ahead and cut it. All right, fam. All right, so we back. It's been about 30 minutes. Look at them, they look so good. I'm telling you, it smells good as heck in here. I'm telling you, it smells good. So, as we recap, we'll go over it. This one here, the 3-pounder, 3.01, is the one we did the beef base with the butter. And then, of course, our all-purpose seasoning. And the one that is 3.2 pounds. We did, what I do traditionally is just butter and olive oil, and then added my Uncle Pawpaw's steak seasoning. So let's just get in here. Man, it smells good. So I'm gonna just start at the bone and follow that all the way around. All right. Look at that bone there. Gnaw on that later. Let's go ahead and get this one here. I start cutting this, and I don't know if you can hear the little footsteps. I can hear my dog trying to come out the office. She want to know what's going on. And that right there, take your knife, just go right underneath there. That's gonna be some very good, tender, delicious meat. I'm trying to tell you that right there, right off the bone. All right, so let's just go on here and just start. Just cut, see what it look like. Just how we like it. Some medium right there. Just how we like it, medium. So go on here. Give me a little taste off of this one here. Of course, you know, on the outside, it's going to be a little bit more done. Oh. Man. That old smoky goodness. Man. The saltiness and peppery of the steak seasoning with that butter and that smoke just enhance all those flavors. It's tender. Oh man, this some good eat. Some good eats right there. There, right there. Save you because I'm gonna eat you back. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Go ahead, right down the middle. See what we're working with. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice medium. All right, let's get in here. Let's do a little piece off. More than a little piece. Man, they're both. They're a tie. It's a tie. The Uncle Pawpaw's all-purpose seasoning with just salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, with that beef base and butter, enhances the flavor, and then with the all-purpose seasoning just brings it all together. So this right here is definitely good. I'm telling you, you gotta try it with the beef base. It just changes everything. You think it's just gonna be salt, pepper, garlic powder, but that beef base just intensifies the beef flavor, and it's damn good. Now this one here, you know, traditional, how I traditionally do steaks, butter, a little olive oil, and then steak seasoning. It is damn good itself as well. And so, you know what you have to do? You gotta try both at home. I know that, the bone-in, the tomahawk steaks, or cowboy cut steaks, a little bit expensive. You can just do the ribeye. You can do a sirloin. I want you to try it out. Let me know how it turns out for you. Put it in the comments, shoot me a picture, send me an email. I want to hear from you all right? I'm Uncle Pawpaw. I appreciate you watching Uncle Pawpaw's Kitchen. If this is your first time, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and also the bell so you get notified when we post. All right, well, I'm going to get back to this because this is good, and we'll see if there's any left over for everybody else. I'm Uncle Pawpaw. You've been watching Uncle Pawpaw's Kitchen. All right, now.